Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. It doesn't much feel like a Saturday. I don't know why. It feels more like a Sunday today. The neighborhood is very slow and very quiet. I don't know where everybody is today. My neighbor is across the street. She's been heavily working on her garden. She needs to get inside and start making her chicken cacciatore. That's what she told me she's making for dinner tonight. She's been out here in their garden working forever. I was just giving her a hard time. I said, you better get inside. I said, it's not going to cook itself. And she goes, I know, it's starting to get late. But I don't know where everybody is today. Nobody's walking in the streets. It's a beautiful day in Indianapolis today, too. And I was getting up. I filmed 2 videos today. I was going to film more, but then I was like, I think I'm just going to be done for the day. I was talking to Nikki last night, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to film all these videos tomorrow. And she's like, why don't you just take the day and just enjoy it? Like, Alex is gone. It's just you and the dogs. You can watch TV all day long. I was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to do my vlog tomorrow. And then last night, I finished that True Haunting show on Netflix. So part of the problem is I finish like a show a day. And so if I don't do the video as soon as I finish the show, it's like a week out. And then I kind of forget certain elements of the show. I don't take notes. I did take notes last night on that, but I hardly even use my notes. But then I start forgetting stuff, and then I'm like, oh, it's been a month since I watched this show. So if I don't turn around and do my reaction like right away, then I kind of forget like how I really felt about the show. So I like to finish a show and turn around the next day and do it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do this reaction to True Haunting on Netflix. That was my plan, like, this morning when I got up. But also last night, so I was like, maybe I'll just do a drama video. And I had a beauty influencer drama video planned. I've been trying to do more beauty influencer stuff because people have been asking for it. So I had this, oh, she's got the brother and the sister today. Oh, hey, how are you? Good. Which one's the small one? Is that the little girl?
This is Zoe's, the little.
Oh, she's so sweet. They're both so sweet. Oh, good.
Yeah, how are your babies?
They're good. They're napping right now. I know, they just went down, so. They are so cute. They remind me so much of the dogs we had before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they Yorkie Poos, or?
No. They were Papateses. They were half Papillon, half Maltese.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
an interesting combination.
I know.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad she's doing better.
I know.
Tell her I'm thinking of her.
Yeah, walking back with one.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So she's one of the sisters that they adopted the elderly person had passed away. And so they adopted the brother and the sister. The brother is like big. Like he is, I always kind of like compare the size of Walter's getting tall. I think he is. I don't know, he's getting kind of lanky. When he runs, it's funny because his arm, he's like a puppy. He still doesn't know what to do with his legs and stuff like that. Like last night, they were doing these laps around the house, and he just kind of comes into the living room like that and just like dives into the big bed downstairs. It's real funny. But anyway, Boo was still bigger than Walter is now. And the vet doesn't think that Walter and Otis are going to get a whole lot bigger. She was like, I don't think that they're going to get a whole lot bigger than they are now. So I don't know. She was looking at their paws and stuff. She was like, Walter's adult teeth are like really coming in. But she was looking at their paws and she was like, no, I don't think that they're going to get a whole lot bigger. But anyway, so they rescued these 2 dogs that are brother and sister, and they were living with this elderly person that passed away that they knew. I feel like that's kind of been the story lately. Caroline's friend, same thing happened, but this was like a year ago. And so the one that just walked by, she has the little girl dog, and then her sister has the boy dog, I think. Maybe I'm switching it up. But anyway, so her sister's the one that I really know, that I used to go to the pool and stuff like that. And she's the one that the coyotes were standing in her yard, and she like fell on top of her dog to protect her dog, and then she hurt her leg. So she like really hurt her leg. And so her sister's been taking care of both dogs. Well, I think some people in the neighborhood were like helping out, like walking the dogs and stuff, because her sister was gone for a couple days. But then her sister was taking care of the dogs. And so like when I was walking and stuff, I would like see her down, like walking both the dogs. So she was saying she's good enough now that she can like walk the dog on her own. So she's like, I'm gonna be walking back with just one dog. So anyway, So yeah, then I was gonna do this drama video, because I'm trying to, like I said, do more beauty influencer stuff. I just made this cup of coffee, by the way. I was trying to figure out what mug to use, and I was like, Halloween's gonna be here before I know it, and I've used this mug like 3 times. So I was like, I might as well use it. And I have my Stevie Nicks t-shirt on today. This is my favorite Stevie Nicks t-shirt that when I bought, I couldn't fit into it at all. And I love it so much. Look at it. Is it not so beautiful? And now I can fit into it. I'm so happy. I have to do a little stretch to fit into it. But I love this t-shirt so much. So all is good in the world today. But anyway, I'm going to take off my shoes. The temperature is really nice. You know what? Before I get into all these stories, I came out here, I was like, I have literally nothing to talk about. I've done nothing but watch TV and read the last 24 hours. And didn't even do as much of that as I had planned to do. I was like, oh, Bachelor Weekend, I'm doing all... I always think that. Like, I've got all these things I'm going to do. And then I took a long nap last night. I walked. Took the dogs out about 1,000 times last night and today. And I was like, before I know it, it's like, where's the time gone? So anyway, so I came out here and I was like, I don't really have anything to talk about. And then here I am, 6 minutes into the vlog, and I haven't even... Okay, it's 4:23 right now. I bet it's over 80 today. It's really nice out. Let's see. Oh, it's 73. It says 73 and fair. But it's rather sunny and it's really, really pretty. Some of the leaves are starting to change. I notice when I walk that they're starting to change outside of our neighborhood more in here. I don't really know why that is. Maybe it's the kind of trees. I have no idea. But outside of the neighborhood, I notice that. Oh, there's one behind us that's completely orange. Like when I'm sitting in the chair in the living room, there's like all green trees and then one is completely orange. Did I say this already? I saw this thing on Facebook. I think it was like from the news or the weather or something. And it had Indiana, like the map of Indiana, and then it showed like when the foliage changes. And I think it's supposed to be like the brightest colors is supposed to be the first week of November for us. So anyway, this is, did I tell you? Candy corn. Last night, I went in the garage and I brought out 2 candy corns, 2 caramel apple K-Pods, and 2 of the trick-or-treat. The trick-or-treats are my favorite. They're the marshmallow pumpkin spice flavor. Oh my God, they're so good. And then I was texting Nikki, and she bought some kind of new creamer. And it was right when I had started Shetland. And I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm making my coffee, blah, 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 whatever, and getting my creamer out, or some new creamer that she was trying, she was real excited about. I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot that I had bought this creamer that I had had Alex take me to the grocery store just to get creamer. I have not even used it. I think, did I maybe use it once? I had forgotten that I bought that creamer. I was so excited, so. And then I put the cream on the coffee, and it was real good at first. Oh, she has this ghosty over here I didn't notice. But anyway, it was really good at first. I kind of go through phases where, like, this is just black coffee. I'm typically, these days, just a black coffee person. Maybe, like, one Sweet and Low or Splenda. I know it's horrible for you, but maybe, like, one Sweet and Low or Splenda. I don't use the coffee syrups at all. Although, like, when it becomes, like, colder outside, I don't know why. Like, the colder weather makes me want to use like the syrups and stuff, but I think most of the syrups that I had in the fridge, I got rid of. And then I think I have like 3 bottles in the closet. They're probably expired. I don't even know. I'll have to look and see. But the ones I like the most are the toasted marshmallow. What's the other one that I like? I just said it on here the other day. Maybe it's like the cinnamon something. Toasted marshmallow and something else. I might get just those 2 for the winter and just keep those. I went to town like a couple years ago. Do you guys remember? I bought like all those Torani syrups and then I hardly used them at all. I mean, I went through like 2 months where I really liked them and then I kind of grew out of them. I will tell you this though. Caroline and I, we haven't been there for a long time. It might have been last Christmas that we went there. We went to Marshall's. I actually think I did a haul of these syrups. Marshall's, Caroline loves Marshall's so much. They had a huge selection of the coffee syrups, and they were all super, super cheap. They were like $3.99 each. And they had, I mean, all different kinds of flavors of different coffee syrup and stuff. There's my neighbor's getting the mail. You better start cooking up that chicken cacciatore. You can have garlic bread with it. Salad?
Yeah.
She went, yeah. Well, enjoy it. We still have to do our garden tour. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
Okay. We'll do it at the beginning of the week.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see. I got brunch tomorrow.
You got lunch.
Brunch.
Brunch.
Well, maybe before that.
What time do you get up on Sunday?
Well, I get early now with them. I'll come out here and check and see if you're out here. Are you going in for the night?
Yeah.
All right, well, have a good one. Her garden's looking really, really pretty. She just brought out some new yellow mums that she had. It's like this huge thing of mums. And she said she got it on the clearance rack at Lowe's. Is she still out there? I was going to ask her about that. No, she went inside. She said she got them at the clearance rack at Lowe's. They're really pretty. She's been working on her garden for like the last 3 hours out there today. So I've been talking to her a lot. But anyway, so the beauty influencer drama thing. Was that what I was talking about? I don't even know. So last night, I'd had this conversation with Nikki, and then I was like, and Tanya kind of said the same thing. Tanya was kind of like, why don't you just just don't do anything tomorrow? Like, you know what I mean? Don't even make the bed. I always make the bed. I love getting into a made bed. Have I talked about that before? Like, Alex could care less if the bed is ever made. I like a made bed, a very, very nicely made bed with like the pillows and everything. Like this, I don't know where that comes from. I think part of it is I love to stay in hotels, but even as a little kid, like I can remember waking up, like my mom always like made her bed. She had like the pillow shams and everything on it. And then I was always expected, to make my bed. And I just love a made bed so much, like tucked in and everything. I love that. Because Tanya said something about that. I was like, Tanya, I don't like a made bed. Or I like a made bed. She's like, oh, that's right. I mean, it's cozier for me if it's like made, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I was like, well, maybe I was gonna, because I was planning on filming like on all my channels today. I was like, maybe I won't do all that. But then I was like, last night, I was like, okay, I want to watch this. I'm gonna watch this True Haunting. So I kind of went back and forth between thinking like, well, I'll save it till the beginning of the week. But Sister Wives is on Sunday, which means that'll be my TV video on Monday, which means I'd have to wait till Tuesday. And I was like, I didn't love this so much. And I did, like I said, I did take some notes. But I was like, I didn't love this so much that I don't know that I'll remember it as much as I remember it. So I was like, I'll probably make that tomorrow. I was like, it's 20 minutes of my day, you know what I mean, to sit down and I think it was exactly 20 minutes of video. But then last night, I was looking up, some people had sent me some stuff about some beauty influencer drama, so I was looking into it. And I was like, I'll just wait till tomorrow to look into it, to see if I even want to film this drama video tomorrow. Well, then I was on Facebook last night, and I saw some Sister Wives stuff come up. And I kind of looked into it last night, but I looked into it more today. And honestly, I was like, okay, I'll do the beauty influencer drama video today, and then I'll do the Sister Wives video on Monday, because then that will coincide with doing the Sister Wives reaction video on Monday. I always try to make it make sense in my head, but anyway. But I was like, no, I just want to do the Sister Wives video today. Like, I'm more interested in this, honestly, and so I'll do that. So I now have like 6 videos to film for all of next week, and I might film tomorrow too, I don't know, but probably not. I mean, my vlog, I definitely will. I think somebody said, Kayla was like, I think it was Kayla, I was reading through all the comments, it said, you guys left me such nice comments. It's so interesting, like, I do it like an hour to, an hour and 15 minutes every night. And I never know, like, what I say in my vlog is going to be, like, the one thing that gets a lot of comments. I mean, every once in a while, I have kind of, like, a feeling about it. Like, the chili thing the other day, honest to God, I mean, I think I maybe even asked or something on the first chili video, not the second chili video. But, because the second chili video, I think I called the Great Chili Debate or something. But the first one where I talked about the chili, I mean, I'm still getting comments on that video about somebody from Dallas-Fort Worth just commented and said she's never heard of anybody having rice or macaroni in their chili, but she eats it with avocado. And I was like, that sounds so weird, but so delicious at the same time. I was like, okay. So Kayla had made a comment, so I just want to say, she had said something about, you haven't taken a day off from vlogging in so long, like, take a day if you want to take a day. And I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I try to save the days, like, to take a day off from vlogging, like, if we're doing something with our family and I don't want to rush home, or we're coming back from a trip, which that won't be happening anytime soon, because we have no trips planned, or if it's interesting because, like, back in the day, people would say, like, you get sick all the time. Well, I never got sick enough that I didn't vlog. I always kept on vlogging, even if I didn't feel great. But, when I started the vlog years ago, so starting in 2026, this is so surreal to me. Starting in 2026 will be the beginning of the 10th year. I'm, like, in my head thinking. So, yeah, it'll be the beginning of the 10th year. Well, I know, because I've got, like, on the playlist, when I, like, put up the video every day, I see it. And so I've counted them before I know this. So 2026 will be the 10th year of vlogging. What's so bizarre to me about this, if you haven't been around here for a long time, the origination of the vlog was that when I started watching YouTube back in the day, I watched a lot of vloggers. I watched a lot of people that did daily vlogs. And not just, when I first started doing this, people would be like, this isn't a vlog. You're just literally sitting and talking. Like, that's not a vlog, right? And some people would get kind of mad about it. They'd be like, this isn't a vlog, blah, blah, blah. Because, like, a vlog was typically known as, like, taking a camera and, like, shooting, like, what you're doing throughout the day, right? And I did watch a lot of that. There was a lot of people that I watched back in the day, and I loved that. That for me was what I so loved watching, was just people kind of like, what are they doing through their day? I remember I watched for a long time Will and RJ at Shep689. I've talked about this before. They were like the original vloggers that I watched, and I think they vlogged every single day for like 7 years or 6 years. They ended up getting divorced, and it was like horrible, and I don't even know if the channel is still up anymore. I feel like I looked a while ago. I think the last time I looked, I think Will is the one in charge of the, is it 6-8? I don't know how I remember that. Shep689. Oh, the channel is still up. Are all the videos up on here? Oh, there's not one video listed. 196,000 subscribers. What's this video? Oh, people have re-uploaded some of their videos. But anyway, like, when they started, they were in the University of Florida. They were at the University of Florida. I think Will was in grad school. I think RJ worked there. I can't remember if the library or the computer lab or something. And then they would film every day, and they got this dog, and they had a roommate, and they would go to Chipotle and eat, and, like, every night they would get into bed, and, like, Will would, like, read a book, and then, like, they would just, like, it'd be them in bed closing out the day. Their videos were short. They were, like, well, here's one that's re-uploaded. Hold on a second. They were, like, 12 minutes long. Yeah, this one's, like, 3 minutes long. 8 minutes, 9 minutes long. They were really short videos. And I love their videos. Alex actually watched a lot of their videos too. And I really, really liked their videos back in the day. And so I was doing my drama videos, and I was like, I don't know, I just was like, well, this was when at the time, if you guys remember back in the day, it's so funny because now people talk about it, but I got made so much fun over it. I would talk about the glitch. Okay, me and people from back in the day still laugh about this today. Okay, I would talk about the glitch and how there was a glitch on my channel and that people were getting unsubscribed. I had so many people that reached out to me and were like, I'm getting unsubscribed to your channel, and I don't know why. I'm not unsubscribing to it. And I go and I subscribe my Peter Monn channel, my drama channel. And I go subscribe, and I come back the next day, and I'm unsubscribed to you. I was even working with a YouTube manager at that time. It was like around that time that said that he would go in, and it all had to do with my page, if you subscribed from my page. I don't know. Listen, now everybody's talking about glitches and shadow banning and being unsubscribed from channels. I just think it was just something that happened to a lot of us back. I don't know. I think it still probably is going on today. I haven't talked about it in years and years and years. People still complain about it today, and I'm like, oh, well, that happened to me in 2016. But anyway, I was like, I was losing a lot of subscribers, and so I was like, well, is my channel going to sustain? I don't know, and I want to keep on doing this. So I really thought about it, and I was like, I think I'm going to start this vlog channel. And if you watched it, day one is still up there, but it was New Year's Eve. And I can remember because Alex's family was over here. I think we took his grandma. Oh, that would be a fun one to watch. We took his grandma, I think, to this New Year's thing. And so she just turned 95. That's so crazy because she would have been 85 then. Yeah, because she and my dad are 10 years apart. Yeah, so anyway, they were all over here. I think his grandma was here. Anyway, his cousins were in town and stuff like that. So we all went to this New Year's thing, and I filmed that, and that was like my very first vlog. But after that, when I was filming the vlogs, they were real short. My vlogs, like the first, I should go in there and look and see. My first couple of vlogs were like 10 or 12 minutes. They were really, really short. And I can remember saying, okay, let's go in here and see. Channel, videos. Like, day one was 21 minutes. Oldest. Day two was 17 minutes. 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 18 minutes, 8 minutes. And I can remember 12 minutes, 12:58. And I can remember those early vlogs, I was like, I don't know that I'm going to keep this up. Like, I may just one day, closing all this stuff out. I was like, I may just one day, what is this? This was a picture of me and Melissa. How cute is that? Aww. That picture of me and Melissa. When is that from? Let's see. Oh, this is when we were in Miami. This is from 2019. God, we're so tan. Is there like, oh, I was like, what is that? It's my wood watch. Like, you guys remember that wood watch? I still have it. I actually, Caroline and I went to this, did I tell you guys this whole thing? I took these watches to get batteries in them, and the wood watch was one of them that I took to get a new battery in. And the guy was like, you don't need a battery for this. It's like you wind it up. I was like, oh, and all these years I haven't worn it because I thought the battery was dead in it. But anyway, when I first started the vlog, I was like, I don't know that I'm going to keep this up. Like, I said that a lot. I said that with that, and I said that with being a vegetarian, because with being a vegetarian, at the time that I became a vegetarian, which I don't even know how long I've been a vegetarian now. I'm sure somebody can find out, but I think it was 6 years in August I was a vegetarian, that I've been a vegetarian. Anyway, at the time that I became a vegetarian, there were a lot of people that were like, and I just did it for myself. I did it because, if you guys haven't heard the vegetarian story before, I feel like these stories are so repetitive, but the vegetarian story was that I watched some like 3-minute PETA propaganda video. I mean, I knew it was propaganda, but I was like, it was like some 3-minute video. Did she close the garage door? No. And it was like, she always keeps her window open until like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm usually like out here with the dogs, and I can hear her close it. And I love, it reminds me of my mom, because my mom would go through the house and close the windows and stuff like that in the fall. I love it. So anyway, and I love just airing out the house because I think it makes it so fresh. But I watched this PETA propaganda video, and it said something like, if you're a vegetarian for, I don't know if there's any truth to this. I'm just going to say, okay, I don't know what the truth is to this. I'm not an expert on it. I'm just a vegetarian today, and I try my best. And I mess up sometimes, and I learn along the way. And so I'd watched this PETA propaganda video, and it was like 3 minutes long or something, and it was like, if you're a vegetarian for 30 days, just for 30 days, then you greatly reduce your carbon imprint in the world. And it talked about like meat manufacturing and like factory smoke and all, I don't even know. But anyway, and I was like, when I watched it, I was like, hey, how are you? You look so cute tonight. What'd you say? Huh?
How the boys doing?
They're good. They're napping right now.
Okay.
How's he doing?
Good, thank you.
Everybody's so sweet. They always ask about the boys. But anyways, talking about the carbon imprint, okay? And I was like, I'm always looking for easy ways to like contribute something, you know, positively to the world and the earth and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, that's something that I can do. I can be a vegetarian for 30 days. And that was how it started for me. And I can remember when I started it, people were like, you need to watch this documentary, and you need to watch that documentary. Some of them I have, some of them I haven't, about the meat industry and all this kind of stuff. And I remember doing it, and at the time that I started it, and I started talking about it online, there were a lot of YouTubers that were vegetarian. Like, that was a whole, like area of YouTube. And there were a couple of them that got called out I can't remember who it was. I don't know that I ever even knew her name, but I remember somebody sent it to me. And it was about this girl, and she was like, I think she was vegan. I don't think she was a vegetarian. And she like had workbooks that she had written on like vegan or vegetarian lifestyle or something. I don't know. And she had like these workshops that she sold and stuff like that, all based off of being a vegetarian. Well, somebody had taken pictures of her online, like eating like sushi with fish in it and stuff. And she just got majorly exposed. And I can remember, and it was like, there was like 3 or 4 people that happened to. And I'm like, hey, like I'm just, around that time. And like I said, okay, so I have a friend of mine. She's now been probably a vegetarian for 35 or 36. No, well, it'd be like 37 years. Because at that time, I think she was a vegetarian for 30 or 31 years. Since like middle school. And, because I can remember I talked to her and she was like, well, who are you doing it for? She was like, are you doing it for you or are you doing it like for people online? And I said, I'm doing it for myself. And she said, there is no perfect, and she's a vegetarian, not vegan. And she said, there's no perfect vegetarian out there. You learn as you go. You don't know. Because I can remember I went to, I think it was Five Below, and you know that Haribo candy? I bought like every Haribo candy that they had there. I mean, I spent a lot of money, and I had like 2 bags of it, and I was so excited to do this like haul of Haribo candy. Well, I didn't know that Haribo candy had, a lot of those jelly candies have gelatin in it, which is made from bone marrow. And I didn't know that. There's a lot of vegetarians that will eat gelatin. There's a lot of vegetarians that do things differently, you know? So I didn't know that. And I showed them like in a haul or something, or I don't remember how I did it, but I got like 3 or 4 comments and people were like, that has gelatin in it, that's bone marrow. And at that point, now people are real nice about it because I think people, like I've been a vegetarian long enough and people are like, he's doing this for him. It's like, I think at first because of that era, people are like, is he going to try to sell us something or whatever, which I've never done. So I think people are like, okay, he's doing it for himself. Now when people like educate me, they'll just be like, they'll look up something that like I review and they'll be like, oh, by the way, did you know, something that I just did not too long ago, I reviewed, and somebody commented on me, and I had no clue. Oh, it was that, I hated it anyway. It was that protein sparkling water, and it apparently had some kind of, because like the collagen that I use is vegan, it had some kind of collagen in it, and somebody commented on me, and it was really nice how they said it. They said, hey, I don't know if you know this or not, but blah, 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 whatever. I gave those to Alex, and then he took them to work. Actually, it's so funny, because I thought they were so gross, and Alex literally just sent me, this was sometime last week. Hold on a second. Here they are at making candles today. Here's him and his friend that just got married. Well, not the one at the bachelorette party. He just got married. She just got married. The last wedding that we went to. He sent me this picture of him drinking that collagen water at work. Oh, here it is, right here. I was like, take it to work, because I do not want that shit, and I can't drink it. He said, I actually like these. I said, those are gross. So anyway, but now people are really nice when they educate me about it. Like if I review something, and the worst that's going to happen to me today, because I think like a lot of people, oh, there's something hanging off there, like a spider web. I think people, their natural instinct is to go to comparing vegetarianism to recovery. I don't see it the same way. Maybe there's some vegetarians that do. Like, people will say, well, if you mess up and you eat something that has a meat byproduct on it, do you, like, start over? I don't count my days of being a vegetarian anyway. Like, I mean, in my head, I'm like, I think it's been over 6 years in August that I was a vegetarian, but, like, only for the reference point. Like, I'm not counting my days. Like, I don't even know that being a vegetarian is something that I'm necessarily proud of. You know what I mean? Like, my husband eats meat, all my friends eat meat. It's just a choice that I made. I don't see it, it's like recovery and counting days are like, we take it one day at a time. That's like the importance of it. So when people say that to me, it's kind of, it's interesting to me. It's like, that's not why I do the vegetarianism. I mean, I've said this a lot. Like if tomorrow, the interesting thing is people ask me quite a bit. They'll be like, when I talk about it, they'll be like, do you think you'll ever go back and eat meat? I don't rule it out. I mean, if tomorrow I woke up and I was like, I had been a vegetarian before, and for a shorter period of time. And then when I met Alex, we were like on this road trip and I started eating meat. And then I became a vegetarian again several years ago. It's not something that like I get distressed about. Like if I decided tomorrow that I wanted to start eating meat again, I would. I just don't see it happening. There was a lot. So anyway, I did not think I was going to talk about being a vegetarian. How boring. The camera stopped us at the 30-minute mark. This is such a boring conversation, but I didn't. This pillow, I just cannot get this comfortable. Okay, I can. When I first started being a vegetarian, like, this is what I was going back to say, because there was so much stuff online, like, if you did something wrong, people were like, well, you're not supposed to eat that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, people were, like, not nice about the comments when I would, like, mess up. And I did not know. And that was when I went to my friend, and she's like, you learn as you go as a vegetarian. She's like, every vegetarian will tell you that. She's like, there's things I still learn that I didn't know, you know? And she's like, it's not like this perfect thing. It's not like abstinence. Like, and I think I was in my head, like, at that time, which I think is why people do it, comparing it kind of like to this recovery abstinence, which is just like no vegetarian. And she said this to me. She goes, I've been a vegetarian for 30 plus years. She's like, no vegetarian's done it perfectly. Like, you learn as you go. Like today, if I were to eat a meat byproduct, I think like the worst thing probably, you know, is that I would get cross-contaminated. But would it be like I would start over tomorrow and be crying a river? No, I'd be like, well, I messed up. I didn't realize it. I mean, I look pretty closely at my food and stuff like that when I order food to make sure, like I always like, if it has bacon in it, I always have the bacon taken off. I always like a lot of like on DoorDash, if you have to like pick a protein, I pick like no protein. I don't like tofu. So I'm very careful about that stuff, especially like eating out at restaurants. I always say, like, with allergies, I always say I'm a vegetarian because they have to cook things differently or like on a different kind of grill and things like that. I'm more concerned about getting cross-contaminated than I am about messing it up and it being like, oh my God, I ate some meat. I don't really, to be honest with you, like, my intention is pure that I want to be a vegetarian. It's not about, oh my God, I messed up. It's not like a relapse. It's weird to me that comparison. So it's not like that to me. The cross-contamination, if you're a vegetarian or you're vegan, is brutal. I mean, you want to talk about food poisoning? It's like food poisoning for like 12 to 15 hours. And it's coming out both ends. It's not pretty. I'm more concerned about that. But when I first started being a vegetarian online, I think like if I hadn't been talking about it online, it would have been completely different. But all these people are basically being canceled for being liars about being vegetarians. But they were all selling, like, their YouTube channels were based around being vegetarians. They were selling these workbooks and all recipe books and stuff like that. I wasn't doing any of that, you know, but I was still like nervous, like, oh my God, I'm going to get... And so I would say a lot at first. I would say, well, I don't know how long, if you've watched me for a long time, you'll remember this. I would say, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this up. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this up. I might decide I'm going to stop tomorrow. I might decide I'm going to stop next week, because I just didn't know. And I really did think, I mean, if you had told me then, you're going to be a vegetarian 6 years from now, I'd be like, there's no way. I honestly thought I would probably do it for a couple months and then just be like, I'm done with this. And I craved chicken fingers like nobody's business when I first started it. Then we went to... So I started in August. I don't remember when we went, but we went to the Dominican Republic for a trip. And I had already kind of like, in vlogs before that, said like, now if we go on this trip, I might decide I don't want to be a vegetarian anymore. Because I was like, I'm going on this trip and I'm eating meat. We got there and Alex was like, because he knew like, that I really enjoyed being a vegetarian and stuff like that. And he was like, because I kept on saying, like, I'm having a cheeseburger. I could just imagine myself eating a cheeseburger on the beach. And he's like, don't, like, just wait till we get there and see what it's like. And so we got there, and I can remember we went there to eat, and I feel like he got, like, a Philly cheesesteak or something, which is something he would never eat. And all of a sudden, I was like, our cheeseburger. I was like, oh my God, that looks so good. And he's like, so he, like, talked to the server, and they brought me out this, like, most amazing grilled cheese. And then, like, all the restaurants had, like, 4 and 5 vegetarian and vegan options on it. It was real easy to eat there. Vegetarian, and I made it through that trip, and I think that trip was kind of the turning point for me. I was like, because the first time that I'd been a vegetarian, like, the best you could do at a restaurant was like a dinner salad. Like, they didn't have vegetarian options. Every restaurant I go to now, on DoorDash, anywhere, most fast food places, they have like Taco Bell has like an entire like vegan menu, or vegetarian menu. So. And I don't even get Taco Bell that much, but I know that. The reason I'm thinking Taco Bell is because I was going to order all the desserts from Taco Bell and do a review of that. It's not difficult to be a vegetarian today. I don't even think it's that difficult to be a vegan today. And people ask me, well, why haven't you become a vegan? I don't feel that strongly about it. I just, maybe one day. I think, and this is what has changed about me. Well, I think it was Jenna Marbles that said it in a video years and years and years ago. If it wasn't Jenna Marbles, I don't know who it was, but I think it was her. She was doing like a Q&A, and somebody said, like, what changed your mind about being a vegetarian? And she said, one day I was looking at my dogs, and I thought to myself, I couldn't eat my dogs, and that changed everything for me. That changed everything for me. But I am not the vegetarian. Like, I will never, you could ask anybody in my life. Most people in my life forget that I'm a vegetarian, honestly. Like, I'll go to a restaurant, they're ordering steaks and cheeseburgers around me. I never say anything. I've been with those people before. I've been with it, and it's usually, I'm not knocking people, but this is just my experience. It's usually vegans that have been vegan for about 2 months, and then about a month down the road, they're not vegan anymore. And they are so political with it, and they want to ruin everybody's dinner. I'm like, let people make their choices. If they want to come to me and ask me why I'm a vegetarian, and why I made those choices, I'll have that conversation with it. But I'm not going to ruin somebody's dinner. Listen, that's their choice. And it doesn't even bother me. The only thing that I don't love when I go out to dinner is when somebody right next to me orders fish. But I've never liked fish. I didn't eat fish. Tuna fish salad sandwiches and stuff like that, and crab meat rangoon. But like salmon, oh my God, I hated it when my mom would cook it as a kid and it smelled up the whole house. When I go out to eat, and everybody that we go out to eat with loves fish. They always sit right next to me. I'm like, the smell of it. It's not even about the vegetarianism. It's the smell of it. My dad loves fish. Oh my God. So anyway, but I think that was kind of the turning point for me. It was like a mixture of a couple things, like hearing Jenna Marbles or whoever that was say that, and then going on that trip and realizing I can travel wherever I want, and I can just eat. It's easier today. Like, there's not a restaurant, even in Indianapolis, that I can't go to. Every once, like, steakhouses are not always great for me, but even steakhouses now are, steakhouses have vegetarian options. But like when I go to a steakhouse, I usually get, I mean, Alex always laughs, I get the same thing. I love a wedge salad with no bacon. And I just have them put more of the cherry tomatoes on there because I love cherry tomatoes. And then I usually get like a baked potato, or I get a side. But I will say this, if you've watched for a long time, I was not a healthy vegetarian. I mean, Alex would joke and call me a carbitarian. I mean, I ate so bad until recently, with eating all the Trader Joe's salads and stuff, which our fridge is always stocked of. That was really the beginning of me being like a true vegetarian, of like eating vegetables. I mean, I always ate hummus and stuff like that, but like where I'm eating a lot of vegetables today. And I will say this, I notice that a lot of my walks, like I feel like I have a lot more, I don't even know the word to use, more of like like I can just tell the energy is coming like from a raw place of like eating healthier and drinking a lot of water. It's not like, what I mean by that is it's not like a caffeinated energy like coffee. Does that make sense? Like, I can definitely tell a difference, not just in like eating healthier and losing weight and whatever. I just feel better since I've been eating. I mean, people have been telling me for years I needed to, you guys and people in my personal life. I just didn't eat a lot of vegetables. I like vegetables. There's a lot of, Caroline and I was talking about Brussels sprouts, and I like a lot of vegetables. I love beets, I like salads. I really do. But until I started kind of making this decision with Trader Joe's, I just didn't eat a lot of that stuff. I ate a lot of crap. It's really easy to be a vegetarian and eat like shit. It really is. You can eat a lot of pasta. You can eat chips and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's so many bad cookies. I mean, just because you're a vegetarian does not mean you're healthy by any means. I was not a healthy vegetarian. I mean, at the most unhealthy I've ever been in my life, which would have been like in the last probably 5 years of my life, I was a vegetarian. And so I was the most unhealthy as a vegetarian. So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. But I think it also really taught me something as far as like being online too. Like, if you're gonna live your life online, do what I don't know. I think it's partly for me too, why like when people are constantly trying to sell me something like online, I'm like, could you just talk to me about your experience a little bit? Like, before you're just trying to sell me something? I don't know. And maybe it's partly because of going through that, because I felt like I was so worried. Like, I would say all the time, like, I don't know, next week I might like eat a chicken finger or something. Because I was like, if I do, I don't want everybody coming, because I knew it'd be like, well, why did you decide not to be a vegetarian anymore? You know, like, even though nobody cared, that was going to be the thing. You know what I mean? Today it's weird because, oh, this is what I was going to say earlier. That's changed in me. For a long time, I would say I don't ever see myself being a vegan. I love cheese so much, and I know there's vegan cheese, but some of it's good and some of it's just horrible. But I said the same thing before about a lot of vegetarian products. I'm more likely today, October 11th of 2025, I'm more likely to become vegan than I am to go back to eating meat. I don't really ever see myself, I'm not saying that it wouldn't happen, I don't really ever see myself ever going back and eating meat again. I mean, consciously eating meat. I'm not talking about messing up and getting cross-contaminated. Cross-contamination means when, like, there's meat in something and you're not aware of it, or they cooked with like a meat byproduct, or like the worst time I've ever had was when we went to Benihana with Melissa and Jason, and I told the guy, because, you know, they cook on like the big grill and stuff, but we were actually in the bar. We weren't like at one of the tables. It's like a, why can't I think of what those tables are called? You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we all got fried rice, and they all got like chicken and steak, and I got vegetarian fried rice. And I told the guy, I said, can you please, because like if they cook it in a skillet that's been cleaned, like I'm fine. But you cannot, like if it's on the grill with like meat byproducts and whatever. And I think it had been so cooked on that day, and there was so much like meat. When I got home that night, it was bad. I mean, that's the worst I've ever been cross-contaminated. So if they're cooking on like if I go to somebody's house and they get me a like Beyond Burgers or something like for grill, like Alex's uncle and Mike, Caroline's husband, always do this. Usually they'll like cook it inside, like on a skillet, or if they do it, because a lot of the juices, like if you close a grill, I know this is going to sound crazy, but like if you close a grill, a lot of the steam and the juices, like with the meat, will still get into a vegetarian patty and affect it. I've had that happen to me before where I've gotten it sounds silly, but it will get me sick. And so mostly people will like, while they're grilling out, they'll cook me stuff like on the stove or whatever, which is so nice that people do that. And I always tell, oh, there's a little chipmunk. Oh, he just went into a hole over there. I always tell people, I'm like, you don't ever have to do that. Like oh, he just ran the other way. Like I always bring like hummus and chips, and I'm good for that, and I can have something when I get home or whatever. But people are always really, really nice about it. So yeah, I mean, every once in a while, like if they have an open grill or something like that, they'll do it, and then they'll put it on like tinfoil. Or Alex's uncle actually has this thing that he uses for other stuff that's like you put the patty inside of it and then you close it and it cooks over the grill. So he'll do like an Impossible Burger for me that way, if like we're grilling out there or something like that. But he usually makes me tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches because he knows that I love it. But yeah, that's how the whole vegetarian thing started. But today it's like, I think the reason, like I said, I don't know. I mean, something may happen. I mean, like if I was on a deserted island and I needed to eat meat to survive, oh, 100% I would eat meat. Absolutely. I mean, I've actually thought about that with reality shows. Like I'm like where they have to eat something or they like get kicked off the show. I'm like, oh no, I would probably eat it. I don't know. I don't even know that I could, honestly. Sometimes, like, just looking at stuff makes me really sick. But the fact of me being on a reality show anytime soon is probably not going to happen, so we don't have to worry about that. But, like, I think the reason why I say I don't see myself going back to it is because I just don't really think about it today. If you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When I look at a menu, I just skim it. Like for the V, or I can just tell you what things I can eat like that quickly. And it's almost kind of like, for a while, I was like, there's only 3 things on the menu. Now there's so many different options that I get kind of excited. I'm like, oh, I've never tried that before, or that'll be fun, or whatever, or oh, the salad looks really good. And I also ask the servers a lot. I'm like, I'm a vegetarian, and like, what do you suggest? And I will tell you what is so interesting is so many times they'll say, well, our chef is a vegetarian, so if, like he or she will make you something special if you want. Like, do you want him just to cook you up something? I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, it's really easy to be a vegetarian. So it's not something I think about, you know, like I buy the food that I buy. I look at the ingredients. Every once in a while I mess it up, like that sparkling water. I didn't even think about the sparkling water, you know? But anyway, so yeah. But then back to starting the vlog. I started the vlog out of the fact that, I mean, the glitch, baby, was killing me. I mean, it was. I was losing subscribers left and right on my drama channel. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I got to start something else. I mean, little did I know I'd end up having 8 channels, you know what I mean? So I started the vlog, and I can remember very much like being a vegetarian, I said, I may not continue this. I really honestly thought I would do the vlog like every day for I think I said I was going to try to do it every day for like a month or a week or something. And then I thought I would do like maybe 3 days a week. Every channel I start, I say I'm not going to post a lot on. And then like I went back last month and I looked, because I keep a list of all the videos that I make like every single day. And I went and like, I keep like a tally, you know, sheet and all that kind of stuff. I went and looked, and it's like, I had filmed like 70 or 80 videos last month. Like, that's a lot of videos. I mean, across all of my channels. Like, that's a lot of videos, right? And I love doing it, so, and that's what it's about. But like, I can remember when I started like my Peter Gustav channel, and I said, I'm not gonna like film here every day. What are you doing?
Just walking.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Getting the fresh air.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Was there pickleball this morning?
Yeah, but I don't play on Saturday.
Okay.
I have an exercise class that I go to every Saturday. I don't think they played. I don't think they had enough people.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, enjoy your breath of fresh air. I'm going to be getting out there in a second. What's crazy about the vlog to me is that when I started it, I can remember thinking like I don't know how long this is going to go on. You know, like I have no idea. And then, oh, so this is what I was in reference to Kayla saying. So thank you, Kayla, for the comment of taking a day off. I appreciate that. If you've watched from the beginning, what you know is until Pee-Pee passed away, I didn't take a day off. Never. I don't think. I could be wrong. There might be a day or two off in there, but I do remember sometimes coming home and like either deleting my vlog by accident or like forgetting my camera and then coming home, and like I can remember like 1 or 2 times like filming a really short vlog in the bathroom because I was like, I'm gonna post something. And I would come home, if you guys remember, God, how did that work? I don't even, it's been so long now. I mean, it's been almost 4 years, it's crazy. I would film the vlogs late at night, and then when I came home, and sometimes I would like, you know, drive around, listen to an audiobook, I would go to the casino, it just depended. When I came home, I would render it, and then I would upload it while I was asleep, and I would post it the next morning. Is that how it went? Did I post it the next morning? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It's funny because people be like, well, Peter said in 2000, I'm like, what? You want me to remember something I said 8 years ago? Are you kidding me? There's no way. There are people that I was heavy with back then, 8 years ago, that I haven't spoken to in 6 years. So please don't expect me or hold me accountable to something that I said 6 or 8 years ago, because you know what? A lot has changed since then. I don't even know what I said back then. But anyway, so, but I vlogged every single day until Pee-Pee passed away. I don't even know, that was 2019. So if I started it 2016, so that was 4 years that I vlogged every single day. And then after that, I took a week off. And then when I came back, I was like trying to get back into vlogging every day. I can remember during the lockdown, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because, and what's really strange about this is, like, it just was kind of natural to me. I mean, my car was just parked in the driveway because Alex parks in the garage and we weren't going anywhere. If you guys watched during that period, well, first of all, thank you so much. But I literally would just sit in the car in the driveway. Remember, I called them driveway vlogs, and I don't even, like, that era, it seems so strange to me. Was that 5 years ago? Like, that just seems surreal to me, that whole period. I'm sure it seems surreal to a lot of people, but, like, I just remember coming out here. I can remember, like, I would listen to audiobooks in my car when I got done, and I would play Words with Friends. I was playing a lot of Words with Friends back then. But what was weird about it was, at that time, that, like, drama videos, there was really nothing going on. So, I mean, oh my God, TV and movie videos would have done great back then, but I didn't have those channels. But, like, nobody was really watching a lot of YouTube videos at that time. But my vlog, oh my God, people were watching my vlog like crazy. Like, it wasn't like I was getting 10,000 views a day, but it was like, I mean, there were a lot of people that were watching my vlog. I was kind of surprised. And people were thanking me on a regular basis too. They're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And to this day, people will be like, oh my God, I was like locked down with like my mom and my dad and, you know, my little sister, and we would watch her vlogs every night. And I'm like, that's so surreal to me, because I would get those comments and people would be like, thank you so much. And I think that's like Nikki has told me that that's like when she started watching my vlog and stuff like that. It's so surreal to me how many people like found me during that time, and it was like, here's just this dude sitting in his driveway. I can remember people like walking behind the car and stuff like that. Was I doing reviews then too? Maybe that was during reviews. But I can remember people like walking behind the car. I'd be like, get away and stuff. But I remember going into that and being like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I just started from the driveway. After the accident, I felt the same way. I thought nobody's going to want to watch me just sitting on a chair on the front porch or inside in front of the computer. You guys have just stuck with me through it all, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so appreciative of it. It really means a lot to me. I mean, I know that there's people every once in a while that'll say, oh, I still miss the driving vlogs and whatever. And for a while, it was kind of a trigger for me when people would say that to me. I'd be like, oh, you know, that's not a trigger for me anymore. I have fully decided and accepted the fact that I'll never drive again. And I'm good with that. Like, I'm really good with that. I feel like it's one of the only things that positively a choice that I can make through everything that happened. And I don't ever regret that decision. Every once in a while it'll hit me and be like, it's kind of strange that I haven't driven, and I mean, February will be 4 years. I mean, it's kind of strange to me, but I don't miss it. Like, that's the thing that's weird to me, is that I don't miss it. You know, and my therapist really thinks that there's like some subconscious stuff there, you know, of, you know, just remorse and regret of what happened, and I'm still working through a lot of that. But it's not, when people say that to me today, somebody commented on a video the other day and was like, oh my God, I used to watch you, you know, your vlogs and whatever. I don't, yeah, it's not a trigger for me today. I don't know. But a lot's changed, I would say, in the last, you know, year and a half, 2 years, emotionally for me in regards to all of that. But I'm incredibly grateful that people still watch me. What's strange to me is, like, with every phase that's changed, like, I can't imagine myself not sitting on this front porch and vlogging. Like, when I vlog inside, like today I almost vlogged inside because I was like sitting there and they were kind of like, that one would get up, and then as soon as one of them gets up from the bed, the other one gets up, and then they walk over to me. So finally I looked over, and like Otis is on his back, and Walter has his, you know, head over Otis's chest, and they were like out. And that was why I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out here now. I don't love vlogging from inside, you know, I just don't. This is so peaceful to me and so relaxing, that, and just, you know, saying hi to people when they walk by. And I know people prefer it out here. I prefer it out here. I know that. But I like vlogging every day. I mean, I would never miss a day over here, you know? And I appreciate Kayla saying that. It means a lot to me. Kayla's watched for a long time on a lot of different channels, and I appreciate that. There's a lot of you that have watched a couple channels of mine for a long time. It means so much to me. Thank you. Yeah, and I do feel like, of all of my channels, this is the channel that I try to, like, obviously post on every single day. I think the last time that I took a day off would have been our wedding anniversary, because it would have been the day that we came back from Las Vegas, right? Which would have been the 25th of August. Well, it hasn't been that long. It's been like 6 weeks or something like that. I mean, when you talk about years of vlogging every single day and not taking a day off, it's kind of surreal, you know? Yeah, I think I said something about it. She might be responding because I think I said something like I've only taken like 4 days off this year from vlogging. It's usually been the days that we've come back from vacation. I don't like to miss a day over here. I like it. And it's funny because it's just such a part of my life now, you know? Like, I was just going to say something about Alex and who texted me. And Nikki's texting me. I'll get to her in just a second. But, Alex will ask me, he'll be like, when he's on his way home, he'll be like, have you vlogged yet? Or, you know, like, am I going to hang out with the dogs while you vlog? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. Or like, if it's on a weekend, he'll be like, so when are you going to go vlog or whatever? He's like, you know, like, he's real encouraging of it. And he'll, like, be like, what'd you talk about in your vlog today? It's so funny because, like, I'll get inside and I'll be like, I remember, like, the last 10 minutes of my vlog, but sometimes I don't. I'll be like, oh, I talked a lot about recovery today, or my mom or something, but a lot of times I don't remember what I talked about in my vlog, you know? It's interesting. I mean, it really is just kind of like a verbal journal a little bit. But anyway, yeah, history lesson. That was my history lesson right there for you guys. It's so weird to think about, like, how much has changed in 10 years. It's also surreal to think that, so this upcoming May 2026, May 11th, I'm, like, looking at the timer, I'm like, the battery is not the halfway mark yet, and we're, like, at almost 55 minutes. Well, it says 25 minutes and 2 seconds right now, because it's the second 30 minutes. Now watch, I say that and it'll go to the halfway mark. So I'm like, is this a really good battery? I need to label them really good battery. As soon as I do that, though, I have 3 batteries right now that I'm using, because that 4th battery was bad, that I kept in the coat pocket forever. But anyway, as soon as I label this the good battery, then it won't be the good battery anymore. But next May 11th will be, I always, like, as soon as I say that, because my mom passed on the 14th, the next May 11th will be 10 years on BookTube. Like, that is surreal. Like, that is crazy. That I've been on YouTube for 10 years. And next September 1st will be 10 years that I've been posting consistently on my drama channel. So, this is the 10th year, going into the 10th year on the vlog. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going I don't plan to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I'm still loving it over here. I'll probably, like, I've thought about this before, like, well, I don't have any plan right now to, like, well, I should say this, and as soon as I say this, I don't have any plan to, I feel really good, and I know that 8 channels is a hell of a lot. I feel really good with all my channels that I have right now. I have no plans to get rid of any channels, and I have no plans to get any more channels. I'm good where I'm at right now. I'm trying to post more on my BookTube channel because I'm reading so much more and people seem real interested in that. And I love that BookTube channel. I want to do, like, more fast food on my review channel. I want to do a mixture of combination of what people enjoy on my drama channel. That channel really that's probably the #1 channel that's, like, the rest of the channels are kind of like, well, this channel too, but the other channels are kind of a little selfish. Like, they're for me, like, I want to try this food, I want to talk about this TV show, I want to talk about this movie. They're fun for me to, you know, well, they're all of it's fun, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, the drama channel, I really try to do videos that people want to watch. I like doing the sister wife stuff, but just because people have watched me for, you know, 9 or 10 years and they don't know the sister wife stuff doesn't mean that new people can't, you know, find sister wife stuff. But I'm going to continue to do the beauty influencer drama over there and stuff as well. You know, it's interesting, like, getting to a point where you're just super, super content with, like, I'm really happy with what I have and what I built. It's not like I don't make $1 million a year. I never will on YouTube. I never have. And I don't get 1,000 sponsorships. I don't even remember the last one that I took. You know, I mean, I get offered quite a few, but it's stuff I wouldn't do. But I get to work from home. I get to be with the dogs every day. I get to make my own schedule. I get to make videos that are fun. And if I want to talk about something serious one day, I can. If I want to talk about something lighthearted and funny, I can. It's a magical life. It's a blessing, you know? Through the years, I'm not going to say that all of it has been great, because there's been, you know, some things that haven't been so good. But, like, it's interesting that I've talked to so many people online that, like, what is that bird out there? It's beautiful. Oh, is it a woodpecker? I don't think so. It's like black and white. I think that was one thing that was interesting about, like, the drama community, is that, and maybe it was because most of us started as, like, fans and then started channels. But in all honesty, I can't think of, this bird is beautiful. I cannot think of one drama channel that I ever talked to or interacted with that wasn't so incredibly grateful for, like, what we have been given. Like, that would, like, complain or be like, oh, I have to work so hard. None of that. Like, it's just, like, we would all just be like, can you believe this? Like, this is, like, the coolest thing that we get to do. And that was like everybody across the board that I would talk to. We'd just be like, oh my God, this is like so cool and so fun. Like, can you believe that this is our life? You know, there's a lot of gratitude with that. I can't say that that's every YouTuber that I've met. I would say across the board of the drama channels, that was how it was. But those were the people that I was talking to, you know, the most. But I would say with other YouTubers and stuff, I've had a lot of people that have complained, and I think this is not, like, by any means, like, oh, this is what I was going to say. You never know the comment that you're going to get in a video and what people are going to say about it, or what comment is going to be the one that gets the most traction or whatever. The comment that I said in my video where, like, I said it, I think yesterday, it was on yesterday's video that I got a lot of comments about, but what I was talking about, like, people doing important jobs in the world, and I was talking about, the camera stopped. Are we at an hour already? The battery still hasn't gone to the halfway mark? Oh my gosh. And I was talking about, like, teachers and stuff like that and really important jobs. And I said, I don't by any means think that my job is important. And I don't really know. That wasn't to, like, minimize what I do. Like, I'm proud of what I do. I love what I do. I feel blessed to be able to do what I do. What I was saying, and I'm not saying that I think that, like, my voice isn't important or me sharing stories doesn't help people or whatever. But what I was saying was, it's not on the level of, I mean, teachers were getting paid $30,000, $20,000 a year, some of them, probation officers and stuff, to be like, that are, you know, childcare workers and going in there and they're dealing with our future and dealing with a lot of BS on a daily basis too, and getting underpaid and treated like crap. Like, I work from my front porch and I get to call my own schedule. It's not, that's what I was saying. But there were so many of you that were like, Peter, like, you've helped me so much, or just your stories have helped me so much, or you've gotten me through a tough time. So many of you DM'd me yesterday about my vlog, or today, and were like, you think what you do isn't important, but it really is. And I just want to say, that means so much to me. I appreciate it. I honest to God, I was not fishing for that when I said it. I didn't even think that comment would get a lot, like, that statement would get a lot of comments. I really didn't. And there were so many of you that were like, so much of what you say really, really helps me. And I appreciate that, you know? I think, like, this channel doesn't really feel a whole lot different to me than talking to a friend of mine on the phone. It really doesn't. Like, this doesn't feel a whole lot different to me than talking to Nikki on the phone or talking to Tanya on the phone, or, you know, like, it just is very much like that kind of conversation. It really does. And I think if you talk to any of those people, or Mel, or, you know, Melissa, or any of my friends, Caroline, they'd say, like, the vlog is Peter talking on the phone. Like, the battery just went to the halfway mark. And so it doesn't feel a whole lot different to me than just a phone conversation that I'm having. So, yes, you might have a phone conversation that might help somebody out in that moment, but would you say that phone conversation makes you feel like what you're doing is important by making that phone call? I don't know. Maybe that's a different way to look at the world. Maybe we should reach out and call people more. I don't know, but I appreciate it. You guys really, like, made me feel good by saying that. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you. And I haven't talked about anything that I've done on Bachelor Weekend, because, to be honest with you, I haven't really done a lot. I got done yesterday. I was like, I listened to music on my walks. I did not finish the James Patterson book, of which I have less than 2 hours to finish, and I've got to get it done. I think like an hour and a half. I was like, I was going to watch all these shows. I took a nap. The dogs napped with me. I got up from the nap, and I looked over, and they were still asleep. And so I was like, let's just sleep a little bit more. So I I reset the alarm. They did not sleep overnight with me in bed, because I was worried that they might pee the bed. So they did not sleep with me in bed last night. But we did take a long nap together last night. But then we got up and took them outside, and then when they came inside, it was chilly out last night. They were wild. They were so wild last night. They were running and running and running and running and running and running around the house. And they were just like, oh my God, inside they were just like, and so they were super, super cute. But I knew that I was like, they're going to do this for a while, and then it's going to kind of like, you know, they're going to quiet down a little bit. Well, it was like 2 hours of that. So I read the 31st Trick-or-Treater last night. I read, I think, 2 chapters in the Frida McFadden book. I read something else, and then I was like, I just need to watch shows, because I'm sitting there reading, and they're like, crinkle toy, crinkle toy, crinkle toy, crinkle toy. And I'm not gonna, you know, like, I want them to have fun. Like, they're puppies. I'm so glad that they're having fun, you know? So anyway, we went, and also, like, now, I don't know if they're doing it because they know that, like, if they go potty, they get treats, or if they just need to go potty, because they don't raise their leg yet either. They just squat. And so, but they go like every 20, 30 minutes, they come to the back door. They figured out if they come to the back door that we're going outside, which means that I have to leash them up again and take them outside. And then as soon as they get outside, they squat and they go potty. And then they turn around real quick, like, we get a treat. And then they just like hunt the yard for whatever they're looking for out there, leaves and stuff. And then finally we go back inside. And then like 20 minutes later, I'm like right into my book. And they're like, I hear Otis at the back door and he's like, and so like we leash up again and they come out here and they squat real quick, both of them right side by side, and then they turn around, they're like treats, and then I give them a treat. They're real little treats. I feed them enough, trust. They poop big for little puppy dogs, they do. But anyway, they're real cute, but they got me figured out. They are manipulating me like crazy. So anyway, I read my books and I was like, I'm just gonna watch some shows. So I finished watching that True Haunting last night on Netflix. You can go watch my review about it today. I thought it was a good, spooky, scary show to watch for Halloween. I thought it was a little boring. I didn't think it was the best paranormal show. I didn't understand why they picked those two cases they said were like internationally famous cases. I'd never heard of them before. But I like that I'd never heard of them before, but these paranormal shows, like these investigators, these paranormal investigators in this house, their evidence was that they caught this window opening and closing. And they're like, oh, the spirits are coming in the window. I was like, the window literally goes, I was like, that's your evidence? That got you a Netflix show? But I did feel bad for the people that were in that house. So the first part's called Eerie Hall. And it's about this guy, and when it was like 1984, was a freshman at Geneseo College, and Geneseo, I don't know, anyway, upstate New York, and he was haunted. And then you find out the history of all that. I liked that one because it kind of reminded me of like a flashback to like 80s movies and stuff. There was this one girl in there, her name was Lori. I really liked her. She reminded me of like one of my girlfriends back in the day. I think that was her name. I actually liked the actress that played her, but I liked her in it too, because they're all like my age now, looking back on that, right? Well, they're a little bit older than me, but the second one is called This House Murdered Me, and it's about this family that moves in this house. They're Mormon. Well, she grew up Mormon, but anyway, it takes place in Salt Lake City, and the only reason I say that is because I watch so much Mormon stuff. And then the house is haunted, of course, and so it's about finding out. They hired this clairvoyant named Debbie, and she cleanses the house. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm so in to show, and I almost watched the BT, because I was like, okay, which one can I get done? Because the episodes were like 35, 37, 38 minutes long. I was like, no, just finish this True Haunting, because you already started it. Because I almost watched The BTK Killer's Daughter last night. I was going to watch one or the other, because by the time I started watching TV after reading and taking the dogs out, it was like 2 o'clock. So I was like, or maybe it was like 1:30. I was like, I don't have enough, because I was going to watch a movie. I was going to watch Saw. I was like, last night, I was like, I'm going to watch the 2 Saws. I watched Survivor earlier while I was eating. I was like, I still have to watch Amazing Race. I was like, I'm going to watch 2 Saw movies. I'm going to finish A True Haunting. I'm going to finish season 3 of Shetland. I'm going to start season 4 of Shetland. I watched an episode and a half of Shetland, and I watched 3 episodes of True Haunting. So tonight I am watching a Saw movie. When we're taking a nap, I'm putting that Saw movie on. They'll fall asleep to Saw upstairs. So, and Alex is having fun. Today they went and they made these candles. And then afterwards they went, so the candle place was in Carmel that they went to. And then after that, they went to this bar called 3 Up that they all like in Carmel. Carmel's where I grew up and where Alex grew up. So they went to that candle place, that Penn and Beach or whatever candle place. Is that like a local place? I don't know. But anyway, he's gone there a couple times. So they went to go make candles. They had brunch this morning. That the bride's mom and the groom's mom made them brunch, which I thought was real nice. And then tonight they're having some kind of fiesta dinner or something like that. I said, did you guys have fun last night? He said, yeah. I said, how late did you stay up? He said 4:30 in the morning. And he was like, I was like, what did you guys do when you got back to the house? He was like, well, we played some games, but we just ended up sitting around and like, you know, talking and drinking wine and stuff like that. And he was like, and then we got so hungry we ordered Taco Bell. That's a wild bachelorette party. He was like, I asked him the other night, I said, are you guys going to have strippers? He goes, I mean, there, you know, and there's strippers at a lot of bachelorette parties. And he was like, would you care if there were? I go, no, not at all. I'd expect it. Oh, Tanya Jean's calling me. Okay, well, Tanya Jean is calling me, so I'm going to get off here right now. Tanya Jean Applestein, prettiest girl I've ever seen. So I'm going to get off here and start rendering this vlog, and then I'm going to call her back. So I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Happy fall.